Hi again, guys. So I'm back. I got so much response after the last video that it was really awesome. I'm so excited that so many people are really waking up and on target and so committed to transformation inside and then collectively, right? So after the last video, I made a lot of promises with you guys and I have a lot of deliverables for you today. So you may want to grab like a pen and paper or just like re-watch this because I have so much good information for you. So I talked a lot about the changes that were coming and censorship and social media and some different technology things, and I shared that I'd be doing a lot of researching, and I have been doing so much researching. And then I got you guys a Blue Shield discount for protection personally and then for your home. And I've got the line on a lot of information, so I'm going to dive into a lot of it and probably will just kind of chunk it up because they keep delivering more information and then I keep doing more research and have more information. So I want to just say that what I really sense and what I feel coming forward, and before I actually even go into any of this, I want to let you know I'm not here to tell you that being a Republican or being a Democrat is the way. I'm not here to tell you that wearing a mask or not wearing a mask is the way. I'm here to share with you what I basically can intuit about what's coming and then what I've learned in my research, and I always give you the opportunity to do your own research. And I'm sharing with you today also a lot of the different tools I'm implementing in my life for better health, for biological and psychological protection, for privacy type stuff. So I'm just here to share that with you. I do feel that, like, I guess you might call it the third big wave. Maybe it's the second big wave. I don't know. I feel like the shit is about to hit the fan, like even more than it has, quite truthfully. And don't be scared. That's my suggestion for you. But I do feel like another huge wave of this COVID stuff is going to come, and that there's going to be a lot of unrest hugely in our country. Whew, that feels like super important to say. So I share that in the way of just stay in the light, keep your positive strong, and do whatever you can to not get sucked into the negativity and the drama. So like, that's the best you can do because the light always prevails. And so the more light that we have, the more strength we have to keep the light, to hold that frequency. So I have like a lot of things to share with you. The first thing I want to share with you is, if you've been watching my videos, and I know a lot of people have, I want to share, I've noticed already, at least in my Instagram algorithms and in my YouTubes and things like this, that the viewership has really gone down a lot. So I'm committed to continuing to share this information. And if you found any of it valuable, it wouldn't surprise me if soon my censorship becomes greater because I'm going to keep sharing more and more. So if you're interested in staying really connected with me outside of just this situation, please DM me, because I'll put you on my email list, and I don't bombard anyone. I just send you really good information about health and wealth and spirituality and life, and I'll keep sharing the tools and the resources that I'm doing in my life. So that's a huge theme going forward, is we're going to see greater and greater and greater censorship of the people that are really spreading the truth and spreading the light and helping people stay balanced and centered and positive and grounded while we move forward. Because the things that you're going to get that try to come to you, it's going to be an attack, and it'll be via social media, via media, and via supposed leaders / celebrities, right? People that you valued and really idolized for many, many years, who you thought were really good, have actually been sort of behind the scenes not so good. And one of the really interesting, cool, easy ways for you to kind of do some deeper research on your own is, it's almost like a given if there is someone who's coming out to talk a lot and share their opinions, and how you're just so unpatriotic if you're living that way, or you're so wrong and selfish if you're living that way. And they're like, have you noticed, so let me take a step back, like, isn't it interesting that the Clintons have a foundation, that George Soros has a foundation, that Bill Gates has a foundation, that I think Ashton Kutcher might have a foundation. If he doesn't, he supports these others, and he's got this initiative. I'm sure there's plenty of others, but in this moment, those are like the people that really come to mind. And so, you know, the foundation is almost always like that front for them to hide what they're really doing behind the scenes. And it's also a way for them to evade taxes and to help people keep from knowing what their true wealth is. So it's a very fascinating paradigm. But all of that being said, just be really mindful that what's going to be coming at you at an even bigger rate than what has is a lot of catastrophe and a lot of fear-based media, social media, and a lot of it will be coming via some people who you thought were ethical leaders who you looked up to. So, and don't get surprised if a lot of these people kind of suddenly die or have these like massive they disappear, right? And it's always like, oh, so-and-so had cancer and suddenly died. That's fascinating. Or got incarcerated and taken off and bought their way out. So I want to talk to you about now some different sources of social media, because I talked to you about this earlier, some different sources of social media that you can go to that are supposedly being uncensored. So there's two platforms that I've been sort of playing with a little bit. One is Telegram, and then the other one is Parler. So I have an account on both. I'm not exactly active on either. It's kind of, at this point, not the easiest thing with my bandwidth to stay active on all of these platforms, right? So my main focus will be Instagram, YouTube, and here, while shifting into most likely Telegram. And that's a work in progress. But if you DM me and you DM me your email address, I'll keep you in my emails system, our CRM system, so that we can stay in touch. And okay, so those are the social media platforms, right? Because we talked about where you can get real access to information that's not being censored into your feed. Because that censorship, I'm going to tell you again, is going to accelerate. It's going to accelerate so that you're only fed the content that supports the behind the scenes narrative, which is really about taking control of not only the government, but the financial system and the healthcare system and the world. So look to some other ways, right? It's like, that's the easiest thing to do. And if you want to stay on Facebook, there's a couple of people who I think are sharing really valuable information. One is David Avocado Wolf. He's got like 12 million people on his Facebook page. Now know that David Avocado Wolf is getting highly censored. Like literally, I don't even know how many censorships, like things getting blocked on a day-to-day basis. Robin Openshaw on doing a lot. They're also really active on Telegram. And then you have Chef Pete Evans on Instagram. So hi Laura, good to see you here. So Chef Pete Evans on Instagram is bringing forward a lot of interesting content, and his stuff is also getting censored. So just be mindful, like, you know, everybody's getting censored that's really delivering interesting content, right? That helps open your brain and look into other channels. And, you know, just always do your own research, and your greatest gift is not your brain, it's your gut. Like, what is your body telling you? Like, what does it do when it reads this? Like, this is truth, or not. So those are those platforms, and I wanted to share that. I'm doing some additional research in some other things, but I do feel, I'm going to say this again, I feel a wave of the COVID coming on, right? However this is looking, I think things are about to go mayhem, politically, and I think that the health situation is going to become an accelerated issue. So the greatest thing you guys can do right now is really, really, really pay attention to your own nutrition, your own health, and the amount of stress that you're letting yourself experience. And if you're living in fear, so if you're living in fear and you're living with stress all the time and not trusting that this whole collapse of like the world is like a really amazing thing and that it's all going to work out, like how awesome that your soul chose to like incarnate during this time, like amazing, right? But at the same time, there's so much uncertainty, and you know, I'm not getting PUA, so I mean, I get it. Like, I get the whole jargon, but you can participate or you can't, and you get to choose. And then you also get to choose what you put in your mouth and how you're dealing with that, and if you're taking care of yourself. So biologically, what can you do, right? It's all about building up your biological systems so that you can stay really healthy and vibrant and do what you can do. So of course, like, what do? I always share with you guys. I only share with you what I do, what I know gets results, what I've shared that's getting results. And when I'm not accurate, or when I don't have like a full bandwidth of data, I'll let you know I haven't tested this yet, right? So what do I do? And that's next time I'll show you. I've got a little machine, so it's very good at information. So seriously, my detox is amazing. It's easy. You can order it on my website. It's turnkey. It's right in here. The liver tonic is also really good for your lung health and your respiratory system, and it's good for building up your immune system. Easy as that. You've also got a nutrition component in there. So for those of you that have really been struggling to make positive choices, if you've been stress eating or binge drinking or doing all of these things, and you just need a kickstart to get back on the right track, then my detox will definitely help you. It's on my website. You can DM me. It's easy. It's like turnkey. It arrives at your door, and the time is now. Okay, so some other things, if you find yourself starting to get sick, or you know anyone else that's getting sick, here are some things that I do, and I'm going to show you. I'm trying to find how I can turn this around. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I've got this little medical grade ozone machine here, and I do these kind of treatments. I do them on myself, and then I do them with people that come over. And specifically, you're getting medical grade ozone. It can go into right there, just so easy. It goes right into your ears. And basically what you're doing is you're getting oxygen into your body, and you're getting, Laura, message me, let's get you set up. Like, easy, done. It's out tomorrow. Sorry, Laura's done my detox before, and she was just like, I need another detox. So yeah, let's make that happen in 24 hours, because UPS or USPS is about 10 days out rather than 3, even though you pay for 3. So, so you guys, anyone contacts comes up against COVID, right? If they were in my bubble, here's what I'd do. Number one, I'd put the respiratory ozone in their ears, okay? So find a practitioner in your, wherever you are. You can also get insufflation, and those are little enema bags, and you can like get ozone. It's gas. You can take it home. You can put it in through your colon. It'll go up into your whole biological system. It'll start to go to work. So disease, viruses, bacteria, funguses, anything, whatever it is, it can't live in an oxygenated environment. So you want to get more oxygen in your body. And there's even better science along with the ozone, but that's something that we can educate you on if you're really interested. But know that it's probably the most intelligent substance on our planet to help heal your body. So someone comes to me, COVID, first thing, I'm going to get ozone in their body. Okay. I can also send them away with ozone water. So they're drinking ozone, it's flushing their system. Then I would get them on my detox, because that's going to go in and clean out their nutritional pathways, right? And we need liver health so that your immune system can stay strong. You need to build up your your cells, right? And my tonics do that. You also need to revamp your colon so you can assimilate your nutrients, and so you're not causing more harm than good. And that's where a lot of viruses and things live. So that's the second thing I do. The third thing that I would do is I already placed an order for this. I've got some oregano bulgares coming. So I'm going to start playing with that, because it's meant to have some really incredible healing benefits, specifically as it relates to some of the things around the COVID. But I also want to just let you know that intuitively what I feel is that what was kind of seeped out into our ether so that it would come into our atmosphere and people would start breathing is going to be different than what's coming, right? So whatever's coming next, or that's being implemented, it's being tweaked so that it has a different effect, right? So oregano vulgaris is a specific strain of oregano. I've got that coming. You also want to make sure you're taking zinc and you're taking vitamin C. So those are really, really powerful vitamins and minerals and you want to have a really, really good brand that you're working with. And I've got one that I'm working with. I've been pretty happy with what they brought so far. So if you're interested in that resource, again, DM me. All right, I'm so available. You guys just send me a message. It's that easy. Okay. So that's what I would be doing that's actually what I prescribed to a friend who I saw last night from a distance, who was saying he was experiencing some weird stuff. So the other thing that I would implement in that is coffee enemas, with ozone water, and I'd be putting some high vibrational, probably Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt in that. So those are the ways that I would approach anything when it came to anyone with the COVID, or it's actually kind of what I do consistently for my health anyways. So I don't really get that nervous about all of this, right? So those are my suggestions. Now I've got so many things. Oh, okay. So last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever it was, I was saying how for 5G and for EMF frequencies that are just coming and bombarding us. First of all, I want to let you know that really good things are happening at a federal level to help sort of shift what's been going on. But it's going to be slow in the change, and there's going to also be the other side of that's going to keep fighting, right? So I talked about what I'm doing and what I've actually gotten a lot of really great results for, and that's why I'm sharing it. It's the Blue Shield technology. So these are the technologies that I use to protect myself from EMF and 5G. I have a discount code for you guys. I was able to get it. I was so excited because they're being really super choosy about who they give a discount code to and an ambassador program to. So I've got 10% off for you guys, which is good because just this is it's $400. But your health is worth it. Your health is the only really true wealth you have. So the discount code is Nikki, NYKKI 10. Nikki 10. So they've got all kinds of different things that you can choose. I do one for the home, and then I do one for when I go outside the house. So I just have it on me, and I really notice a difference. I've noticed that the first couple weeks I had to sleep more because my body was changing to the resonance that I was being bombarded by. And now these frequencies were essentially harmonizing with my body, and as a result my body needed more rest to adjust, and my energy is, and my brain is super firing. I mean, it's all kind of, I did it right after my detox too, so I don't rule. I think that it's all connected, right? I do a lot of things, but I always am mindful of being only doing certain things at a certain time so that there's not too many things working. And I can notice that my energy is stronger and more consistent. My sleep, minus since I've kind of opened my channel to receive more information about what's coming and how we can prepare ourselves, I noticed was really stronger, or like more restful, and my brain seems to be able to focus longer. So it's been really positive. And again, I'm only sharing with you what I am doing and what I've gotten results from. And like how I said with the oregano, I don't know. So I'm very clear about that, right? So I can not recommend, like I've been vetting Blue Shield for years. I was so apprehensive to spend the money. And then when I did, I'm like, why did I ever wait? So now I would probably go with one of their bigger versions. I think they have like they just did a whole new one with an upgraded, like can handle 5G. But I think no matter which one you choose, you're gonna be taking precaution against protecting your body. So be smart. Brendan, who's one of the founders of this technology, I'm gonna actually get him on, I'm gonna do a YouTube live with him and have him talk about the EMF frequencies, the 5G, and then his devices. So that's probably gonna come in about a month, right? Assuming that his calendar can work out. But this is another reason why, please, if you can, like go to my YouTube, if you can subscribe there, because it will come via the YouTube, and or you can DM me and get on my email list, because like I said earlier in this message, I've already noticed that they've started censoring the content that I'm putting out, right? So it's getting a lot less views and not many, I know they haven't changed the algorithm other than they're censoring people who are sharing truth and shining light and helping people. So, so Brendan of 5G is going to be coming on for an interview, and if you have specific questions, I'll keep you totally posted on when that's going to be, but I'll like put out a blast to find out what questions you have so that we can be sure to get them answered in when he comes on and we do that live. And he's in New Zealand, so it's going to be really fun. I've also been vetting like an air purifier for the home that's been shown to get rid of tons and tons of like incredible, like 99% of bacteria and viruses neutralized and all of this. So I just formed a partnership with them, and I've been vetting them for a little while too. So I'll be sharing that information with you soon as well. A lot of things coming, but I'm kind of like drip feeding it for you, right? So you're not bombarded. And let me see, I got like all of these things I want to like make sure, because literally they get me up at night and they may have me write chicken scratches of all of the things that I have to tell you guys of what's going on. The chaos, the new outbreak, the biological systems, the building up. So we talked about all of that, and no matter where you are, like I really went into building up your own biological system and how you can do that. And so that's earlier. Again, the real 4 modalities that I'm working with are my detox, because it's going to work on the liver and the colon, and then also repair like cellular mutations and build the cell walls so you have stronger cells. And then it's also going to get your nutrition on track for those of you that have been sugar binging and alcohol intoxicating to not deal with this paradigm, or because you're so bored out of your mind. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Ozone Therapies. So you can find a practitioner around. If you really need some help, you can DM me, I'll do my best. The third thing is Oregano Bulgaris, which I haven't tried and I'm in the process. And the fourth thing is get on a really good vitamin C and zinc so that you are absorbing and assimilating your nutrients in a better way. And I have resources for that too, if that speaks to you. Then we have the 5G. So you got Nikki 10 on Blue Shield. It's blueshield-usa.com. it's not, I love this. It's not Blue Shield Red Cross, because they do a lot of really good things for you. Yeah, like take your money and never help you. So we talked about the fake foundations, really to mask what's been going on. Also want to let you guys know a few things before I kind of sign off, because I have to go meet with my accountant. You know, it's really interesting because the media isn't covering like a lot of really, really, really big things that have been happening behind the scenes. And they keep the global collective, they try to keep people caught in the narrative of fear. And off the radar, I don't know how many of you know this, but like in the past, I think it's been 6 weeks or so, Bayer, who owns Monsanto, paid out like $10.4 billion or something like this over like serious glyphosate health violations, right? And so there was basically a class action suit, and in order to keep it from going like in massive like out of, sorry, I'm like not talking super, it's been so long ago now, but not going like super viral, that's the word. They paid out over $10.3 or $4 billion to people who were suing them because of illness related to glyphosate and the wrong use of glyphosate, right? And basically subjecting people to all of these poisons. That's what the left wants, sorry. And then there was also a big case on fluoride and how numbing it is for the brain and bad it is for the body, and yet they've been putting it and brainwashing people that fluoride is really good and putting it into water systems. So there's like another really big case that was going on around that. So it's just really fascinating to see, you know, that's where the money is, right? And that's how they keep people sick, so that they keep paying Blue Shield, so that Blue Shield can then subsidize their big pharma so that you're sick again. It's really beautiful. We talked about getting on Telegram and checking out Parler. Parler to me seemed mostly politically based. We also talked about on Facebook, you could check out David Wolf. You could check out Robin Openshaw. Sorry, I always like want to say Opensheim or something. And then Chef Pete Evans on Instagram. And all of these people are getting really censored except for in Telegram and Parler. You guys, another thing that I really want to share, and then this is probably going to be like one of the last things that I share today, is if you're doing TikTok, and if you have TikTok installed on your phone, I highly encourage you to do a little extra research and consider the possibility that you might want to delete it. TikTok is really bad stuff, and when it came on, you know, it's funny because when it first became popular and it was coming, I would like see these TikTok videos, I just felt so much disgust, right? I felt disgust, and I went, oh, that's evil. I could just feel the darkness in it. And so I started looking at the money trail of it, and it all went back to these big investors in China, which then tells me that that has to do with controlling the narrative and the population and the censorship, and then also spyware type stuff. So I haven't been working with it, and if you are into it, I offer you the opportunity to do a little extra of your own research and see what you come up with. So that's what I've got to share with you guys today. As always, like I said before, my content is becoming more and more censored. And so it's reaching fewer and fewer people. So if you want to stay in touch with me, then please feel free to send me a DM with your contact information, and I can add you to my email list and keep you on the loop, because I'm going to keep doing this and doing YouTube videos and things like that, but I can't control who gets to see me when I pop up in their feed, right? So love you guys. Take care of yourself. Stay in the light. Stay positive. Really good things are happening. And just be true to yourself and find your love. Share it with everyone, because everyone needs it. So have a great one.